Hello, everyone. So, before starting the session, let's do a few minutes meditation by crossing our legs, giving good support to your back, and clasping your fingers and closing your eyes. Just be with your breath. When you're with your natural breath, your mind starts to calm down. Slowly, slowly come back to your body's awareness. Place your both palms over your eyes so that whatever energy you have collected in your palms, it goes into your eyes and it heals your eyes too. Now gently open your eyes within your palms. Thank you so much.
Anita, I have one question.
Yeah,
When we do meditation, do we need to see in between the eyebrows?
no, you don't
No,
have to. Never do that. If it is coming,
because
yeah, if it is coming automatically, then you see it. If your focus is going there, then you see it. Otherwise, you're not supposed to actually, you know,
because at that time it pains or it creates stress over there.
yeah, it's normal. It's normal. It is like that. Maybe that area or that chakra is getting opened up, so it happens. It happens with me also. It starts to happen automatically on your own, you know. So if you feel that you need to shift your awareness to somewhere else, so start, you know, if you cannot observe your breath, then just observe your body, you know, so that the focus goes away from your the third chakra to all over the body and your eyes are relaxed. You can do that way also.
Thank you.
Yeah. So till now we have understood, like, the power and the creation process. So this creation process, even our, the sages, they were also aware. You know, you must have seen Mahabharata and Ramayana. In that, if you must have seen, the sages, they used to close their eyes, remember? And then, the arrow used to appear in their hand. Why? Because they used to visualize. Their thought process was so strong, it was so powerful that through that visualization they were able to get what they wanted. Okay, so this is what the Rhonda Bryan is, you know has planned out these stages which they used to use. During her research, she found out that even such kind of visualization was there in our ancient practices, where sages, or the even Arjuna, if you will see, he used to get those brahmastra, yeah, jo bhi, whatever the arrow which they wanted to have. Why? Because their thought process, it was so strong, and their visualization. So what used to lead that thing to happen, that miracle to happen, was the visualization technique. So through this book we are learning, so in the starting of the chapter we got the glimpse. So it was imagine, feel, and receive. Okay, believe. So so while imagining only, you have to believe that you have received it. Okay, you don't have to say that, oh, I'm going to receive. That is an incorrect method, which the book gave us the clarity uh, on when we did it on Friday. So so the stages which we have understood was like, because in the universe everything is already there, and through our visualization technique, through our imagination, we are going to take it from the universe. This is what the book is also trying to say. I hope you all remember that quote where, they have said that, everything was made by the creator and then left. So everything exists. Whatever you think, it's there in the universe. It's just the visualization technique through which now we have to get it. So um again, the visualization or the desire should be, not the visualization, the desire should be from your heart. So for example, the sages, they used to use the desires which was important, which was the need of an hour. They never misuse that thing. So they use that visualization technique for the for the welfare, or where it was a need of an hour, they used to visualize and get it from the universe. Okay, so this is what the book is also trying to say, that desire as per your need, not as per your greed. Okay, let me open the book. So at the imagine, so we did the imagination step. Okay, where you have to feel it that you have already got it. Okay, and with help of gratitude tool, you imagine that thing, but not out of it said that it shouldn't be out of desperation. If you're doing the visualization technique or imagination, if you're doing out of desperation, you will never receive it, you will never get it. So first you have to come into that being of that desire, you know that you are already having it, you own that desire. Okay, not you're desperate to get that. If there is desperation behind any of your desire, that no, I want, then you will never get it, because desire, through desire, you can never uh, achieve that thing. You will never improve, you will never reach towards your desire. So it's just the gratitude is the tool through which you can achieve your desires too. So this chapter says, prop yourself up. So what does this mean is, like, the imagination, you need to support it with your props. For example, birthday parties, we use the props like, the caps and the whistles. So the same props, you cannot imagine it for a funeral. For there, the things will be different. Okay, so you need to know what are the actual props required for the imagination. Okay, so here in this chapter, we will be seeing it very, very deeply. Suppose, someone has the desire of getting married. Okay, so they need to visualize very nicely in detail, along with the props, like, what kind of sari she is wearing, whether it's an Indian or a Western wedding. You have to go into very much detail, like where is the wedding is, which type of wedding you are planning, where it will happen, whether it will be in a lawn or in a hotel, or in a resort, all those tiny tiny things. Then how you're getting yourself dressed, what kind of sari you are wearing, what kind of nose ring you're wearing, and then kind of tika and the hairstyle which you'll be doing for your wedding. You are doing, you are doing for your wedding, because you have to be in that being of what you desire. Not, it's not like that, okay, I've done, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, that won't work. You have to be there, visualize, and visualize in such a manner that I'm already doing it, it is already done. Okay, so this is very important. So kind of, so same so when you do such deeper visualization, so it's like an example I'll give you, like a, suppose a movie. Have you seen any movie, a super hit movie, you know, or any movie, say? First, when you see the movie, or whenever the movie is being made, before that, something else is done. You know, that thing is scripting. Whatever you see in the movie is already scripted first. They script it first. What should be the location, how the dialogue delivery is happening between the hero or heroine, or the vendors and the whatever, the police. Okay, so they script everything in detail. Have you seen it? If you see any village movie or a movie from a city, they have done it so well, the visualization is done so well, the scripting is done so well, that even that tiny tiny things are being taken care. Have you seen it? If they are showing village, there will be like a the well, the old kind of well, and the smoke is coming out of the one of the house of the village. So these are the tiny tiny things which, while scripting, the the director or whoever the script writer is writing everything nicely. So this is what we have to do. This is how deeply we have to go if you want to do the visualization, and yeah, if you want to achieve, really want that more, and the more deeper you are into visualizing and scripting it, the best will be the result. Because even the super hit movies are hit because of their scripting, you know the dialogue delivery and everything. So if you're visualizing your wedding, then you will be visualizing how you're speaking, with your mom and dad. What is the dialogue delivery happening, what kind of food is being served, whether it's a non-veg or a continental, everything, how it is being laid over, where I'll be sitting, where the groom will be sitting. So all these tiny tiny things you have to visualize. you know so this is just a example which I have given you. Okay, but yeah, in those visualization you are going to use the props. So here are in the coming reading, we will be seeing the examples in which the person has used certain kind of props in order to visualize more deeper. Okay, so let's see what kind of examples they have put in front of us. And yes, always be positive about your visualization, or yeah, visualization, that it is working. Be positive about it. Never doubt on that. Because it's like a seed. When you sow it in the soil, you don't have to dig it every day and see if it has started to germinate or not. It is working. when you have done proper scripting, the scripting will take time, few days, it will take some time. Maybe first day you will find, no, I need to add, day you can write it in a rough manner, then it may take 4 to 5 pages easily. And then second day while reading, you will understand, oh, I need to add more deeper, let me add this sentence also, let me add this uh, uh, thing also into my scripting. So take few days for that uh, scripting of whatever you desire for. It can be any job or anything, whatever you want, which is your need for the current situation. Okay. And then make that script, and then you can record it and play it um, during or after your meditation, and then visualize it. Okay, because if something is being played in your mind, it helps very nicely to visualize those written script which you have done it, and then visualize it. Definitely try to do it as minimum 3 times in a day, because this is what our master said, because 3 time is like a creation, you're creating it. Okay, so when you do the visualization 3 times in a day, so it's like you're manifesting it. Okay, always start with thank you, thank you, thank you, and then your script you can start that. I'm so excited today, today is my final day. I have prepared myself like this, and so on and so on. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, try to use the proper props. Okay, so it shouldn't you're using some other props in the imagination, no, it won't work.
Or Anita, can we do like, okay, lastly, I will ask. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so here the quote says, whenever you permit yourself to think what persons, things, conditions, circumstances may suggest, you are not following what you want to think. Okay, so if your imagination is being is coming from persons, things, condition, or some circumstances, okay, you are not following what you think. So here you're using someone else's imagination, maybe, or not imagination, the desire, which is affected by people, other people. Okay, you're not following your own desires but borrowed desires. Okay, so in order to work for your desires, use your imagination. Okay, use your imagination in determining what you want to think or do. Okay, so use your imagination, that if this is my desire, okay, so let me think about like this and what you want to do. Okay. So you should be using your own desires for the imagination, and not the desires influenced by people, circumstances, and things. So when using the creation process, use all the props you can generate the feeling that you have what you want already. Okay, so in the creation process, use all the props. Surround yourself with items of clothing, pictures, photographs, relevant objects, so you can imagine and feel the feeling of having what you want. So usually the vision board also helps a lot, with pictorial. I mean, more of pictures, you can write it also. And along with that, support it with the pictures, because when you see, it helps you a lot in the visualization technique. You feel as if you have got it only. It's like that. So when you're using a visualization vision board, then use a correct props, like uh, you know exact pictures. If you can get it, well and good, or you can get the pictures from the Google. We are so lucky that nowadays we can get easily the pictures. If you want new clothes, make sure you have a space in your wardrobe with empty clothes hangers ready for your new clothes. So here are some of the props which she is sharing with you all. If you want to attract new clothes, create some space in your wardrobe, and keep the hangers empty so that you attract more clothes. If you want to bring more money into your life, does your wallet have space for money, or it is full of irrelevant bits of paper? Okay, so if your wallet is having all the scrap in your papers, just then remove it. Keep it empty, just empty, and along with the You can keep the notes also, but no unwanted bills or all those things. If you're keeping the money in the wallet, just let the money be there, and your cards, not extra those chits of petrol bill or restaurant bill and all those things. Keep them somewhere else, but in that section, let the money be there. Okay, create extra space for the money. If you want the perfect partner, you must imagine and feel that the person is with you now. Okay, and don't imagine that we will marry. No, you are already, and he is with you. Okay, so these are the things which she is sharing with you all. Are you sleeping in the middle of your bed, or are you sleeping on the side because your partner is on the other side of your bed? Okay, so if you are with your partner, you won't sleep in the center. You will be either sleeping on one side of the bed. So it's so deeper the visualization is. See, if your partner were with you now, you would be using only half the space in your wardrobe, because your partner's clothes would be in the other half of the wardrobe. Do you set your table for two people or one person? So yeah, over here again, she is saying, ki, are you just preparing one chair or two chairs, for sitting? Because when you are with your partner, definitely you will keep ready the second chair also for him or her. Just putting an extra place is something you can easily do. Do your best not to contradict your desire in your day-to-day actions, and instead use the world of props that surrounds you to feel as though you already have what you want. So she is saying that use this, these are called the props, these are called the props. So use these props to feel that that you already have, rather than just thinking that I will get it. No, with that thought you will never get it. Okay, so when you use these kind of prop in your day-to-day things, these simple things you can do with props and your imagination, but they are incredibly powerful. So when you do all these things, they are very powerful along with your imagination. Okay. One woman used props and her imagination to receive a horse. So here is an example. Sorry for this noise. A woman used the prop. Okay, she has used the prop and her imagination. Let's see how she has used it. She had wanted a horse all her life. Because she could not afford to buy one, she wanted a chestnut Morgan gelding, and a Morgan would cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. So she wanted this horse, which was quite costly. So she imagined seeing the exact horse she wanted each time. She looked outside her kitchen window. She put a picture of a chestnut Morgan horse on the windscreen of her laptop computer. Whenever she had the opportunity, she doodled drawing of the horse. She began looking at horses for sale, even though she couldn't afford them. So this is how she was doing. Like she was seeing, she was doing imagination by keeping the picture of the horse on her laptop, and then she used to look out for the sale. In the newspaper, we there they get these kind of offers. So she used to look out in those areas, in that part of that newspaper. So she began to looking at horses for sale, even though she couldn't afford them. She took her children to a store. Together, they tried on riding boots. So she went so deeply, like, she went, first of all, so she started looking for the sale wherever she used to get, you know, uh, the horses for the sale, so that she can come to know, okay, this is the pricing which is going on. And then once she went to the store to buy the boots also, riding boots. She took at saddles. She brought the only, sorry, she she bought the only thing she could afford. Okay, the horse blanket, lead, 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 and horse brushes, and she kept them on a display so she could see them every day. So she brought whatever she could afford, and she used to keep it visibly so that she can see them daily. Sometime later, the woman went to a horse expo in her town. A raffle was being held at the expo, and the first prize was a chestnut Morgan Glading. Wow! And horse, the exact same horse she had been imagining. And of course, she won the raffle and received her horse. So this is how the universe gave her the horse. Even she couldn't afford, but she got it as a prize. So her imagination and the props were so effective that she was living that, okay, I have the horse, I'm using, I'm daily using the brush, I'm using the, the riding boots, you know. So your senses are your props too. A very important line. If you want, please mark it. Your senses are props too. So use all your senses to help you feel that you have what you want. Okay, so whatever your desire is, use your senses also into that during the visualization technique. If you can feel it, if you can smell it, you know feel the touch of what you want with your skin, taste it, smell it, see it, and hear it. So these are the the props which you can use it for the visualization. In the previous example, she used the visualization, the imagination and the props. Okay, now let's see what this person is doing for the visualization. One man worked with all his senses to bring himself multiple job offers. So here he used his senses. Okay, let's see how it was. He had applied for 75 positions over 3 years. Okay, and had not received a single job offer. But then he used his imagination and all his senses to imagine he had his dream job. Okay, so now he started to use all his senses and along with the imagination, that he has his dream job. He imagined every details in his new office. He touched the keys of his computer in his imagination. He smelled the lemon scent of the furniture polish in his new huge mahogany desk and imagined his work colleague. He gave names. He had conversation with them. He had meetings with them. He even tasted the tacos at lunch breaks. 7 weeks later, he began receiving requests for interviews. Then requests for second interview poured in. Then he received not only one fantastic job offer, but two. He accepted the job he loved the most, and it was his dream job. So this is how he used, all his senses. And really, I mean, he was like imagining his work colleagues, talking with them, doing meeting with them. So it's a very deeper level of imagination, very deeper. Know that when you have completed your part in the creation process, creation is done. So when you do the visualization with your eyes closed, listening to that script, the scripting which you have done it, just imagine it and do it very nicely with your all your senses, and then surrender it. Okay, now just keep a positive mind frame for that it will happen. Okay, no ifs or doubts for that. You are no longer in old world where you didn't have what you want. Okay, you have moved into a new world that contains the very thing you want. Even if you can't see it yet, know that you will receive it. So it may appear that, it's not, it will appear that it's not happening something, you cannot see anything. But give it time, it may take few weeks, few months, depending on our how strong that visualization was, or what kind of visualization with the props we have used it. So let's see the points of power. I'm so sorry for this 8 minute. So let's see the points of power. To harness the force of love in your life, to bring something you want or change something you don't want, the creation process is always the same. Imagine it, feel it, and receive it. So even if whatever your desire is, so whatever the imagination you have done in the past, if you have imagined it, felt it, then you will receive it. So the power for this, the creation process is same for everything, whether if you like, for the things which you like or you don't like. If you're imagining it and if you're feeling it, you will be receiving it. Okay. Your imagination connects. So that's why we say always work on your what you're thinking. You only have to work on yourself. No one else can work on that. It will take some time. It is not like in few days or few months you are just out of that negativity. No, we are human beings. We will take some time. you know so that's why we say that always keep your with yourself mood shifters, the things which shift your mood from negative to the positive. Like for me it's like either sometime going out for shopping, or just in the park, or just listening to some spiritual talks, or watching some comedy serials, which really helps me a lot. Now your imagination connects you to what you want. Okay, your desire and the feeling of love creates the magnetism. So imagination is there, okay, for the what you want, but your desires and feelings of love create the magnetism, the magnetic power drawing your desire to you. So if you have that strong feeling for what you want, you will definitely magnetize it. You will pull that thing from the universe for yourself. Imagine yourself being with your desire. So when you're doing that visualization, or throughout the day also, just feel that you are with your desire. It's not like just till the visualization you are just with that thing. Okay, now I'm out of that, let me think contradictory. No, throughout the day also, be positive about your desires, that you will get it. So imagine yourself being with your desire. At the same time, feel love for what you are imagining. Okay, give a lot of love of what you're imagining. Desire what you want with all of your heart, because desire is a feeling of love. You must give love to receive what you love. So yes, we have read previously also in the starting of few of the chapters.
ठीक है 500 400 1300 क्या है उस संदर्भ अब 500 रुपया हो गया ठीक है शनिवार का संडे का तुम्हारा 500 रुपया हो गया ना 8 पगार तो मिलेगा ही ना
Anita,
पगार का 800
your
तो बन रहा ही
voice
है
is not
एक्स्ट्रा
audible.
लिख रहे हो ना ये क्या एक्स्ट्रा है ना
Anita, can you make me the co-host so that I can mute others or whatever?
एक्स्ट्रा
And you are
हमें
as of now unmute, I think. Hey, you're not audible. Maybe you should remove your headset.
I hope now I'm audible.
Yes.
Great.
You're audible.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Sorry for the noise which is happening one floor above. I can't control it. I hope in spite of that also I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes,
Very
yes.
clear.
Okay, great. So desire what you want with of your heart, because desire is a feeling of love. Okay. And you must give love to receive what you love. So desire with your feeling of love, because that love will only bring back the desire to you. I mean, that thing materialized to you. When you imagine anything positive that you want and love, you are harnessing the force of love. Yes, push your imagination to the limits and imagine the best and highest that you possibly can of whatever it is what you want. So as we saw during the imagination and visualization process, that prop it up, where we went beyond the limits, the way the examples were set in front of us, the way they were imagining, it was like going beyond your imagination, that crossing that limit of imagination, even the tiny part, things were taking care. So do this while doing the imagination. Whatever desire you can imagine already exists. So these are the points which we have already gone through it. They are just listing down the important points which we have covered in the previous chapters or this chapter also. So whatever desire you can imagine already exists. It doesn't matter what it is. If you can imagine it, it already exists in the creation. In conversation and in your thoughts, say imagine if. I hope you remember this one where we always used to say imagine if, you can say to your friend, so that the negative situation we can turn it into the positive way. Imagine if this is like for your best, then complete the sentence with what you want. So you can mark it as a start for this one also. Use props, surround yourself with the items of clothing, pictures, photographs, relevant objects, so you can imagine and feel the feeling of having what you want. Okay, so props like, if someone is like wishing for a good health, they want a good health, so they can, on the vision board, they can write thank you, thank you, thank you, and the good report of, a ideal report of that part or whatever the lab test which we discussed. Then or if you want to, for your wedding, you can visualize everything with help of vision board also. It's a good thing, like the picture of the lawn where the wedding is happening, the kind of sari which you are wearing, the picture of that sari also you can put it, the jewelry, all those tiny things, if you see, and you're the family members and everything. For the holiday trip, you can plan it out, the vision board, like, you can stick the pictures of the places where you would like to visit, and you can place your family picture in those pictures, and feel as if, you're standing in those streets and just observing it. Sometime, going on to YouTube, and nowadays we are so lucky that, even the short clips of the videos of different places, tourist places are available. So just go on those videos and just see that you're standing over there and seeing those areas, so it's like very that feeling and hearing of that place, that noise of that street. So it's like you're using all your senses, so this is also one of the good option, I would suggest. Your senses are your props too. Use your senses to help you feel that you have what you want. Feel it, taste it, smell it, see it, and hear it. When you have completed your part in the creation process, you have moved into a new world that contains very thing you want. Even if you can't see it yet, know you will receive it. So as I said in the end, that it's like sowing a seed, um, if you have sowed that seed, then just believe that it will work, it will grow, because daily you are feeling, giving the water with help of your visualization. Okay. So I'll just take one page of this feeling is creation. So first we saw the creation process, in that imagination was there, remember. Now we are going to understand the feeling is creation. So if you all see the imagination, the creation process, it was imagination first, and then it was feel it and receive it. Okay, so we did right now the imagination process. Now let's see what is the feeling process. So whenever your feeling is in conflict with your wish, feeling will be the victor, because your feeling is the fuel. Your feeling only, wish has nothing, we can wish many things, but they don't come true, provided we are giving feeling to it. Okay, so the feeling will be always the victor, because feeling is the fuel that will only lift your the whatever, it will magnetize whatever you want. So just be careful what feeling you are giving every time to your thoughts. Are you always in the negative talks? Are you always talking about your breakdowns? You are attracting them again if you're giving that feeling again and again, you know to those talks. Yeah. Fields of feelings. Okay, you want to understand, I want you to understand that, I want you to understand what happens when you give love through your good feelings, because it is truly magnificent. Your feelings create a magnetic field that completely surrounds you. So here she will make us understand more nicer way that how your good feelings is truly magnificent. you know let's see how it is. Your feelings create a magnetic field that completely surrounds you, your good feelings. Okay, every person is surrounded by a magnetic field. So wherever you go, the magnetic field goes with you. You may have seen ancient pictures depicting something similar, where they show an aura, a halo surrounding a person. Well, the aura surrounding each person is actually the electromagnetic field, and it's through the magnetism of your field that surrounds you that you attract everything in your life. What determines whether your field is positive or negative at any time is your feeling. So see, the feeling determines your aura, your halo, okay, your magnetic field. So it is so important what kind of feeling you're carrying throughout the day, because that is creating your magnetic aura. I hope this paragraph is like amazing. It is giving such a good information about how the aura is being created, and how what kind the way we feel is determining our magnetic field. So just think what you're feeling right now. That's why we always say keep that chart ready with always the feeling chart with you, so that you are aware what kind of magnetic aura you're creating, what kind of things you are attracting in your life. So yeah, I'll stop here. Fields of feeling. If possible, try to read at home also whenever you get time, this paragraph. Now I come to the daily teaching. Day 23. You are in a partnership with the law of attraction. Okay. Day 23. you are in a partnership with the law of attraction. And it is through this partnership between the two of you that you are creating your life. Each person has their own personal partnership with the law of attraction. So definitely till now we have understood very well deeply how the law of attraction is working. We are always in contract with the law of attraction or the partnership, and this partnership you cannot break it. It is always working with you. Okay. It is through this partnership between two of you you are creating your life. Okay, so this law of attraction, through this only you are creating your life. Each person has their own personal partnership with the law of attraction. So my partnership will be personal with my law of attraction. It won't be like I cannot be in partnership with someone else law of attraction. Okay, so that's why whatever I'm facing right now is the because of the my own karmic thing or my own thinking pattern. Okay, so use the law for yourself. Everyone else uses the law for themselves. Okay, so you cannot use the law of attraction on someone else. You can just use it on yourself only. Okay, or yeah, you cannot use the law of attraction on someone else against their free will. And when you think about it, thank goodness the law operates this way. If it did not, then everybody else could create something in your life that you did not want. Very true. I'm just imagining, suppose if someone else has uh, has to create for me, then it would have been so mess, like it would never match with what I want. So luckily the universe is so great, so kind, that it has made the personal law of attraction that that law of attraction will just deal with me on. Okay, so it is not going to pull from someone else into my life. No, the law of attraction will give me from what I have only given. So you create through your thoughts and feeling. You create through your thoughts and feeling, and no one but you can think your thoughts or feel your feeling. So yes, so law of attraction works on the basis of thoughts and feelings, and it is you only who create the thought and feeling, and not anyone else. So this is what it is trying to say. Very deeper quote it is, and very amazing, that you really can't blame other person that because of that I'm facing that. No, it is not like that. The something was sowed by us, maybe in this birth or in previous life. Nothing is like coming from outside. It is just our own creation. And coming into that term, it takes time. It takes time to understand. Day 24. If you have a friend who is going through a kind of difficult time, help them by making sure you maintain your joy. Your good feeling will help lift them. You can also help them by directing their conversation so that they speak about what they want. As they as they fall into speaking about what they don't want, just keep gently leading them back to speaking about what they want. Okay, you can also speak to them as though their difficult time is over, and suggest they imagine that it has all passed and worked out beautifully. So it may happen, and it happens usually. Majority of the time our relatives, they just call up and then they are just saying this has happened, that has happened. They just keep on speaking about their breakdowns. So we should, if you are in definitely now we have learned a lot with help of Power Book, that how the thoughts and feelings are powerful. Now we can help them by uplifting them, by turning that conversation to a the in the such a manner that we can help them also, like to talk about what they want, rather than just they talking on what they don't want. Because many of the calls are like over the of complaints or grudges or guilt or shame. These are the again the negative frequency in which they are falling. They are not realizing because they are not having that knowledge which we have, and now we all are having that knowledge. Let's, help other person to uplift themselves. And so be the conductor when you speak with them, and help them stay in tune with the universe. Because whatever is happening, we know that it is happening due to some karmic relation, or um, definitely it's our own creation now, not anyone else creation. So now we have got this clarity. Even the book is saying, it's nothing that we all are bluffing ki okay nahi hai, theek hai, ye kisi aur ka karma hai, it is or nahi, that it is our own karma. We are not so bluffing here. It's being supported by books, it is being supported by science, it is being supported by law of attraction. So when you understand these spiritual things, you come in terms of uh, acceptance. Okay, these are my creation, now let me work on, only can work, only I can work on myself to come out of the situation, because now I want positivity in my life. So definitely the gratitude is the tool. It is the tool that if you are in gratitude, you are creating a beautiful future. Maybe it may take some time depending on how much power of gratitude you have accumulated. Okay, but it's a gradual process. You cannot expect that within few days you are like on the highest level of the gratitude. It takes years, it takes lifetime to reach to that gratitude level, the deepest gratitude level, where you're 100% in the gratitude. It's a the whole Granth, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, he has written the whole Granth on that gratitude, because he wanted to uplift humanity to that level of gratitude. And he knew it's a slow, it's a frequency where everyone has to reach. And it's a journey. It's not like within few years or few days you're reaching to that level. Depending, you can, if you have done plenty of homework in your past lives. But good that we have got the knowledge about gratitude, so we can definitely use this tool to make a better future for us. Yeah. And make it as if, remember the book said, in the magic book it said, start doing gratitude, or start make gratitude be in gratitude, or practice the gratitude in such a manner that it becomes your identity. I remember this sentence, identity in the sense, it's like a very big thing, making identity of, um, making gratitude as your identity is like a very highest thing, I believe. What do you say, Smita? Smita, are you there?
Sorry, I was just talking to my husband. What?
Oh, sorry. Then you
No
please carry on.
problem, no problem, no problem. What was that? What was the question?
Actually, no. I was just discussing that, the magic book said that, we have to practice gratitude in such a manner that it becomes your identity. So definitely making anything your identity is really, it really takes time,
Yes, yes.
it's not a few days or a few months or a few years. We are also working on it,
So I think in this journey of gratitude, or anything in that spiritual journey, every tool needs that depth,
Yes,
and every tool needs the time.
true.
So, and as far as I have seen, I think gratitude is the easiest to follow, but that also needs to be given that due attention.
Yeah, true. Because we are not so used to it, even skips from our mind, then I have to make myself realize, oh, I have to give gratitude to my books, to my laptop, so yeah, we are not
Absolutely.
used to, yeah, since, so if you have child, just teach them, how to be in gratitude, so that they are being, they are not so late like us. It's a request. If you have child in your house, teach them, how to be in gratitude. It's one of the best thing you can do, one of the good karma. Any doubts, guys? So कई लोगों को ये सवाल होंगे कि like we have been practicing gratitude, but things are not working our way. So just remember, you have to still attain that power of gratitude. It will take some time. And if you have as we said initially also, that there are potholes which are being created by us. So if those potholes are filled in, you won't face challenges. I mean, you will face, but it won't be so much. You will be helped also in those matters. But a grateful person is always grateful in every situation. I hope we remember this sentence of from the magic book, where it was mentioned that if you are in gratitude, it doesn't matter if it is a negative situation or a positive situation. You will understand, okay, it's all my creation and I'm grateful for that I've got the opportunity to pay off my karma. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Nita, you can ask your question.
Yeah, Anita, I just want to share something beautiful.
Wow.
My husband works with a corporate company. So last 15 days, it was the time where the promotions and elevations are given in the respective roles. So he's in a pretty senior position. Still, he was expecting an elevation to one more level up. And he did not receive any intimation from HR, nor from bosses. So he was very irritable, and irritable in the sense, matlab, I overworked, and still I need to wait. How long I need to wait? All that. So one day morning, when I saw all this, I just wrote in my diary, "Thank you, the company's name. Thank you for giving promotion to Srinivas. Thank you, boss, for giving promotion to Srinivas." That is over. I thanked universe thrice. Then I closed that page, and that is done. So after that, every day I was just visualizing, and just imagining the day he gets the letter, how he would feel about it. Then 31st is over. Then he said all the dates are done. Everything is released. I did not get anything. And believe me, yesterday was a Sunday. And yesterday morning, he just opened his mailbox. He received a letter from HR and his boss. He got exactly the position he was looking for. And then he is a person, he's not at all a spiritual person. He doesn't believe in anything of all these. He just believes in his hard work. So every person has their own ways. So I used to respect the ways. I used to pull him into all this, but he's like never into all this. Then I was just sitting in front of him having my morning cup of chai with my diary for yesterday's gratitude rites or whatever. Then I opened my diary. Then I just showed him, "See what I have written for you." Then he was like, "Oh my God."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Give plenty of gratitude to the universe for, making this
Yeah.
materialize. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you so much.
So it is like, you are, Shakti for him, because every couple, married couple, they are husband, wife. If wife is working for the husband, definitely it will help him a lot, you know.
Mhm.
So you are his Shakti. Every wife is the Shakti. The
Yeah.
prosperity in the house is totally depend on the husband and wife's harmony of their relationship and how they are working. I mean, like, hats off, Yanita. I mean, I'm so happy to hear this. Really,
Yeah.
congratulations,
Then
heartiest
I shared,
congratulations.
thank you. Then I shared with my cousins and all. Then they said, maybe you do a lot of, NGO things, you help people, you
Yes,
do food.
yes.
Maybe that is the reason you got it. But I know the reason, I believed in something, and, it really worked out. Maybe
Wow,
universe is so, so, so kind to me. And thank you
true.
so much. Thank you, Smita. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, they to whatever level they are, they say. So if you are at level of gratitude and you see that, but you won't be able to communicate to other people the same level of what do you say, feeling that you are feeling, because utna practice unhone nahi kiya na. So
Hmm.
very, very good, and congratulations for all
Thank
the
you.
success.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
amazing.
Yeah.
And you will be, I mean, during certain time, you will be checked also if you have trust in universe or not, and
Exactly.
you kept
Yes,
that
very
trust.
true.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, Janvika.
Hi.
Hi.
Uh,
Dear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I have a question. So, we have family, we have extended families, and we do talk to them on regular basis. So, with me, what happens is I have a lot of family and friends who are talking to me about their breakdowns in their life. So, how should I be dealing with that? Because I'm hearing, I want to give a year definitely, but I'm hearing a lot of negative that is happening. I'm, hearing things that I don't wish to hear at this stage of my life because I'm also believing in gratitude a lot. So I'm actually in a very confused state. How should I be dealing with this? Because I cannot stop listening. I cannot stop giving my ear for this.
Okay. Usually what happens, like we recommend that either you can suggest, I hope you remember the points which we read. You can try to change the topic in like in a way that let's talk about what you want. ठीक है, ये हो गया, अब आप चाहते क्या हो? You know, what is the positive thing which you want from this situation? Let's talk about that, क्योंकि मैंने अभी पढ़ा है, I've read in the books that if we are talking more about the breakdowns, we are attracting it more. So just give them the information also. Maybe they are not aware by doing this talk, they are attracting more and more, and the
Yeah.
more people you will be spreading, it's like you're messing it up really,
Hmm.
you know.
I'm actually trying exactly what you said. I'm like, shifting. I'm doing the shift to positive. I'm shifting to the words and, maybe reaction to the negative. I'm trying all that. But my question to you is, how do I handle my emotions? Like, how do I handle remaining positive, because this negative coming every day. So, what should I be doing? Like, what should be my gratitude statements, or how should I make it better for myself, basically?
Either you can be like a drishta, you don't have to give feeling to it, whatever they are talking then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
So I
note
think
them
even
then.
I would do that. Definitely, even I would do that, because why do we have to change somebody else's gossip? It is you who's probably trying to make that yours, right? So just let them be whoever they are. No, you just don't believe it's true.
So it's
Just
okay if
because
I
it is
keep
reaching your
hearing.
ears doesn't mean that it is going to happen to you,
Yeah,
unless you
no,
start
it's
believing
not.
it.
No, it's not affecting me, but is it fine for me to be absorbing? So, I mean, to be listening to so much negative, it shouldn't affect my journey to, in gratitude.
No, the fear that it is going to affect is far more dangerous than the actual those things itself.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. So I just give a year. That's all I do.
Yeah. So in the other class, I was saying, right, the thoughts are not important. It is about the emotions that drive those thoughts are more important.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yeah, Uma Devi.
Bharti Singh. I want to show you my 7 years daughter daily site. Thank you. So just I thought I want to show to you.
So nice, so nice. Thank you so
Because
much for inculcating this thing in her. Thank you.
she's 7 years. So daily she's Amma, I'll write thank you and then go to bed. So daily she's writing. So I
Awesome.
was thinking I want to show to you long days. So I thought now I'll show to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So no questions right now, so we can wind up. Smita, would you like to say something, or we can wind up for today?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Smita, for joining. I didn't realize that you're there. Otherwise, next time I'll look out for
joined
you
late.
first.
No, I'm joining. I joined late.
Okay.
I had a client call and then I joined late.
Acha, ठीक है.
In fact, he was in the call and then he